Ayun, good evening. Kaso mukhang ayaw niya ma-capture. Di niya kayang i-capture yung game. Mukhang mag-Genshin na lang ah. I-medium lang muna natin siya. Di ko alam ba't ayaw niya. Ayan, okay. Ayun, sa wakas. Lumabas din. Diba lang nakuha yung intro ulit-ulit. So, anyways. So, ayun, good evening. May tatry akong game at kaya sana kayang laruin. Pag hindi, change game na. So, yung Nancy Drew is isa sa mga paborito kong game. So, sana wala masyadong nakakatakot na scene. So, ayun, let's start. Master agad, joke lang. Amateur lang muna.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy. Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure. So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have. From the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
So, click to move. Okay.
Ah, much better. What a wonderful view.
Hold right mouse button to look around. Click to turn.
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell. Mosam Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history. The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no. I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well, Let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle, and if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one, but they are non-corporeal by definition.
So, click on the screen edges to turn.
Hard to tell how far up we are. Hard to tell how far up we are.
Ah, dito. Okay.
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Austria is wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake soup was great.
Yes, the Frittatensuppe. The locals consider it traditional.
How long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics here. And as he guessed, we should have the Book of Apologies somewhere.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. I was quite surprised when he called and asked me to come. Though I have to admit, visiting a castle is something I've never been able to turn down.
Do you do these kinds of things a lot?
From time to time. What else can you tell me about the Book of Apologies?
As I mentioned, it's the book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused of witchcraft. Sewell was one of the very few judges who regretted his actions. The book became his way of finding redemption. Sewell himself was originally from England, but acted as a judge in the Salem witch trials. Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book? Just out of curiosity, of course, it's just such a very unusual request.
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge in Salem.
Oh.
I'll get back to it.
Take all the time you need.
Okay, so let's explore. May text. Teka lang, may text. Si Ned and si Carson. Carson Drew is Nancy Drew's dad and Ned is her boyfriend. Then
They're really...
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
yun lang ba makikita natin here? So wait lang. Hello, Bachi. Evening.
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Anong gagawin ko na?
I'll get back.
Take all the time.
So ayun, I'm trying a new game. Tignan ko kayang
Malleus Maleficarum.
laruin.
The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
really isn't.
Saan pa ba?
Hard to tell how far. Is this Judge Sewell's desk?
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends. Yes.
Meron pa ba? Meron. Search. Okay. Find Book of Apologies.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just, and for God's.
Rotate. Wala naman. Okay.
What does this mean?
Oh, may secret compartment.
Locked.
Okay, lock. Wala yung susi.
Locked.
Wala na ba tayo magagawa here?
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
I'll get back to you.
Take all the time you need.
Oh no! Hindi pa tinatapos.
Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
Kailangan natin mahanap yung susi. But how?
They're really...
Ano sabi dito? Tak lang siya eh.
Locked.
Pero kaya mo siya i-interact.
Locked.
Meron dito. What's this? Kaso wala. Hold to look, interact. Wala na ma-interact dito. Sa kabila. Uy. Oh, ito yung key. So, finally. Unfold its wings. Oh, I see. Okay.
What a clever desk. It even comes with a labyrinth.
Oh no. So, paano to dito? Saan tayo lalabas? Ayun.
Easy.
Easy.
I found it. It's here.
What? Really? Amazing!
It's locked behind some sort of cage, though. The lock says A.W. Any ideas?
A.W.? No. But I have some tools in the shop that might be able to cut it free. In my shop. I'll go. Meet me there.
Hey, wait for me. The Book of Apologies. It's locked.
It's locked daw. Ay, may something to sa gilid. Ay,
The Book of Apologies. It's locked.
so, asa tayo? Sana sinarado man lang muna, no? Puntahan natin. Ay, wala lang checklist.
Nancy! This way!
Where?
Dr. Hurst?
Oh no.
Nancy Drew, it's Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre? Can I
Si
call you
Shannon
back? I'm in the
ulit.
middle of...
Listen, I know we haven't exactly been besties in the past, but I'm in the middle of something big, and
Deirdre, I have to call you back.
Wait, don't hang up on me!
Elizabeth? Elizabeth!
Oh no! Hala.
Hey! What are you doing? What? The book!
Kasi ba't di mo sinarado?
Stop! Stop running!
Sana siya? Sabi ko sa'yo, Nancy, sarado mo eh. Saan tayo pupunta? Ayun. Hello, Bless. Oh, Nancy. Tagal na nito. Ngayon ko lang nilaro. Ano ba't ganyan? Ganito siya talaga eh. Iba yung tsura.
Come on.
Ito yung parang latest nila na game.
Gotta figure out which way they went. Must be a clue here.
First class? Wow. Galing Boston. Ay, wala yung papuntang Boston pala. International Airport. Oo, ganun talaga yung
A
gameplay
ticket to
niya.
Boston. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Rotate. Iba yung key niya.
A.W. This canister looks to have been used as a homemade smoke bomb.
Ang hirap niya laruin. Hindi na nasanay sa ganitong game.
Yes, Deirdre.
Hello, Dinah. Good
Where I am right now.
evening.
Salem.
I'm playing Nancy
Salem.
Drew, one of my
As in
favorite
Witch
games.
Trial Salem?
Avi, come on, Drew. My cousin has, well, she's gotten into some trouble here, and I thought I could help her out. But it turns out this situation is much more complicated
Kamusta
than
ka
I
naman?
anticipated. So now I'm calling
Sana
you
okay
to ask
ka
for
na.
some guidance.
You want my help?
Ugh, yeah, don't make this more painful. I could use your professional opinion, okay?
Well, it so happens that the case I'm on is connected to Boston, which is just nearby
Nagpapahinga pag
Salem.
naglalaro
I
ng
was never a big
rivals.
believer in coincidences.
Oh,
Baka lalo sumakit ang ulo mo niyan.
I'd love to.
seriously?
I thought I had reached a dead end, but it looks like I have to go to Massachusetts anyway. In any case, a fresh perspective would do me good.
Ugh, you're already annoying me, and you're not even here yet.
You're welcome. I think it might even be fun.
Oh, this is so the worst idea I've ever had. I'll pick you up from the airport.
Ano? Pupunta na tayo agad doon? Ah,
I appreciate you
Massachusetts.
coming here, Drew.
I'm just glad you didn't change your mind and leave me at the airport.
Might have crossed my mind. Keep the excessive cheeriness under control, and we'll be fine.
No promises.
Where were you, by the way?
Austria,
Did I interrupt a vacation with Ned?
didn't you bring me here to help with a case?
Yes, I did. And that's it.
A fire? Was anyone hurt?
Happened in the middle of the night. No one was there, thankfully. The house wasn't completely destroyed, but the person who lived there had to move out. Just so we're clear, this is my case. I know you're a detective and everything, but this is personal. It's family. Well, extended, and from my father's side. But whatever, that's not the point. It's personal. You take my lead, okay?
Of course.
But
Well, I have done this a couple of times, Deirdre, and in my experience, we can cover twice as much ground if we work side by side.
you know, respect your experience and whatever, but family trumps experience. It's sensitive, and I don't want you messing it up by being too
To what?
you. You're a question machine. This requires gentle handling. Delicate.
And that's been your approach.
Well, like I say, I need help.
So, can I ask some questions?
Like anyone could stop you.
Why don't we start with your
Why don't we start with your extended family?
They're cousins. The Perrys. Parry.
Oh, like in fencing.
Yes. Tegan is the older one. May is younger. They had a difficult childhood, okay? And now May is suspected of committing arson on the most important historic mansion in Salem. And I know it's not true. I know it.
What can you tell me about May?
She has a reputation as a troublemaker. Seems like a loner to me. Maybe a bit odd at times. Sometimes she can even sense things before they happen.
Odd how?
I don't know. Troubled teen stuff, difficult time as a kid. Oddest thing is, she won't give an alibi.
That would be seen as suspicious.
That's the problem. Everyone is so suspicious of her. Prejudice, I guess. Because of... well, you'll see.
Sounds like we should talk to her soon.
Where do you think we're going?
What does Tegan think about this?
She's worried about May, obviously. Tegan isn't like May. She's upstanding. She works at the Salem Museum and doesn't know a thing about criminal cases, which is why she contacted me.
One more question. What can you tell me about this historic mansion?
It's called the Hathorn House, and it's old. Like, really old. And now it's been set on fire.
Nothing else significant about it?
That's kinda why you're here. The Hathorn House is haunted.
Ang pangit niya i-skip. Anyways. From Austria to Massachusetts. Tama ba yung
What do
bigkas
you
ko?
mean, haunted?
Exactly that. There's ghosts.
Deirdre,
I don't believe it either, Drew. But I can't explain it. Everyone seems to think they exist. With so many sightings, even if it isn't real ghosts, something is definitely going on. I thought that maybe you can disprove them. So, would you please get out of my car and come inside?
Okay.
If we're going to work side by side, you'd better learn to keep up with me.
Ngayon ko lang nakita si
You must be
Deidre.
Nancy. Thank you so much for coming. You know, you live in the same neighborhood for 20 years, and you'd expect your neighbors to be a little more understanding when your family is falsely accused of a horrific crime. Oh, I'm sorry. How are you, Deirdre?
I'm good, thanks.
Mas
Tegan Perry,
nakakatakot yung
welcome to
mukha
my
nila.
home.
Joke.
Well, our home, although right now my parents are literally on safari in Namibia, so while their daughter is being convicted of a crime she didn't commit, I'm taking care of things around here. They'll be home soon. Hopefully. A very expensive courier is tracking them down in the bush. Top notch, I found him on the internet. Deirdre tells me you'll be assisting her in clearing my sister's name.
Assisting? Yeah.
She's innocent. I don't know why she won't help herself. She's got a difficult reputation. Well, you know, Deirdre, what people here can be like. She doesn't trust easily, not since... I'm sorry, are you hungry? There's clam chowder, homemade. A little taste of New England. I made up the guest bedroom for you, Nancy. Deirdre, sorry, you're bunking with May. Make yourselves at home. Oh, I almost forgot. After you girls get comfortable, you two should swing by the museum. Might as well take in some history while you're here, right? Just don't get suckered into that witch's walking tour. Olivia Ravencroft is not a witch. She would have you believing all kinds of nonsense about the town being full of ghosts.
I thought you two used to be friends.
That was a long time ago. Look, I'm sorry, I gotta get going. Running late to an appointment.
Thanks, Tegan. I appreciate you letting us stay. Before you go, do you have time for a quick question?
Nancy, we just got here.
Sorry, I know you're in a rush. It would really help.
Of course, I have time for one question, if it'll help.
Ang hirap
What can you tell
mag-isip
me
to
about where the
tatanong.
fire happened?
What have you heard about it? Look, I appreciate you want help, but I don't want you dragging all that up and upsetting May. You told me she would be able to reach her. That's not
That's not what Nancy is asking about.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. I just thought since the Hathorn house is important to the town, you must know about it. Through the museum.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The Hathorn house fire. Yes, John Hathorn was one of Salem's founders. His large house estate was the oldest surviving structure from 17th century Salem.
Oh, is that all?
That was 2 questions. I said 1. But yes, he was also the big-time judge that presided over the Salem witch trials.
Is there some other fire I need to know about?
No. May's accident was in a fire. I just don't want her getting upset with unnecessary questions about things long over.
I understand.
You can read all about Judge Hathorn when you come to the museum later. Gotta run.
Okay, goodbye.
You jerk. Tegan said you've been in town for days, but you haven't come by.
I know. I had to check in with your case at the, Look, I didn't want to bother you. How you holding up?
I've been accused of worse.
No, you haven't.
Hey, at least I got you to get off your butt and finally visit me.
Oh, this is the girl I was telling you about. Nancy Drew.
Nice
May
to meet
sugat
you.
siya.
Oh,
Ba't galit ka, girl?
she really doesn't want to talk. This could be difficult. Any advice?
Do better? I'll be in the kitchen.
Okay. So, yung mission natin is talk to Tegan in the museum and talk to Judge Stanford. So, hindi ka natin kakausapin si May. Hi, May.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Do you mind if I look around the house?
Ugh, you're so weird. I'm done talking, okay?
Kaya hindi natin siya kakausapin muna.
Deirdre's convertible. Looks strikingly familiar.
Ito si Deidre pala yung ano. Joke lang.
Rust be gone. Now that's handy. Never know when a bit of stubborn iron oxide will get in the way of investigating.
Eh?
Hiking the Patagonian highlands, outback safari, survival
May
guide
mga
for the
pictures
rainforest of
talaga.
Myanmar. The Perrys have a real
Okay. Ano ba tayong kailangan dito? So, wala naman siyang ano. Ay, mali. More on, ang hinahanap ko ata yung arrows. Ay, yung Genshin lang. Ang laki dati. Yung mga lumang game yata nila.
Are you ready to leave yet? We don't have all day.
Okay.
What were you actually doing before you picked me up from the airport?
What do you mean?
You gave May a non-answer when she asked why it took you so long to stop by here.
A non-answer? Yeah, because I went to the police station.
And?
And they're still going through the evidence. And when they found out I was May's cousin, they started laughing.
So they think she did it.
Everyone does. So, I went to check out the Hathorn house myself, but I never went inside.
The ghost?
What? No. There was some weirdo there who told me the ghost was going to steal my soul. It was totally creepy. And then I found out that everyone in this town believes in ghosts, so I didn't enter.
Well, whatever or whoever it is, there's an explanation behind it. Did the police give you anything? Anything at all?
They told me there's a Judge Danforth in town, and he's going over the particulars of the Hathorn House estate. I found his office, but he kinda never let me enter his office. Believe me, I tried.
I know him. Not well, but enough to get through his door.
Alright, are we going into town or what?
Sure.
Who could gain something by...
Possibly. Means, motive, and opportunity. We need to start interviewing. See if it...
And in your experience?
It's usually something much more personal. This tour sounds...
Don't tell Tegan that's your plan.
It'll give us a good overview of the town.
You mean I want to meet the real witch of Salem?
Yeah, I do. She might know something. I wonder why Tegan doesn't like her.
You don't have to investigate everything, Drew. Olivia steals Tegan's visitors, sounds like. You really want to do the...
You don't have to come with...
Side by side. Gotta be honest, it does sound more fun than the museum.
Tara na girl. Alis na ba tayo? Medyo iba
The
yung
kitchen
boses
table
ni
has a
ano,
great...
Nancy Drew. Nakakapanibago. Ay, si Ned.
Ned! Hi!
Nance, how have you been? Thanks for finally picking up.
Sorry. I've been on a flight.
Busy on another case, huh? You know, you should really enjoy yourself more, Nance. Life's too short to be working all the time.
This isn't work for me. It's fun. Besides, crime doesn't take a vacation.
Ned, come on.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sounds like you are having fun.
You know, standard fare. Nothing too crazy. I miss you, Nance.
I miss you,
Hey, give it back.
too.
Nancy, I'll call you later.
Call you later, Nancy.
Well, that was...
Who's that girl? Ayun, lalakarin lang natin. Ay, nagulat ako. I'm sorry. Nandiyan wala siya.
I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Sure. Let's go meet the
Sounds good.
judge.
Let's go meet the judge.
Yeah, let's go.
Nakakainis. Gulat ako sa'yo, girl. Saan pupunta? Hindi pwede dito. Ano ba yun? Nasakay na ba tayo? Ay! Wait nga. Sobrang tuloy ng pinto. Saan tayo pupunta? Ah, ito pala yung kotse niya. Nalimutan eh. Kanina lang sinakyan. Ayos naman pag ano. Ano yung meron? Payments, leave me your number. Ah, si ano to? Si May. Thanks, no. The old cemetery. Oh no. Ah, si Tegan. Si Tegan ba yun? Kala ko si May. Ah, okay. Kaya siya ano. Sa museum natin siya kausapin.
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks. The truth is, witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
How did you do that? Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the Witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
The thief in Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you
Baka siya yung
regularly fly
thief.
to Europe for investigations?
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn house was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
Have you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you were looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two. And May?
Yes, I know her too.
But you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl. And I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for...
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven. That they performed a ritual to return the dead.
Is there any evidence of such?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem?
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
How else could the fire have...
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. The world is composed of 2 equal parts. Dark and light. You can even see it. The dark is the unknown. A plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a pain... That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem. Because the dark may... Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you...
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. So, ibig sabihin, yung nasunog yung hall sa lang, sa trailer lang pinakita. Dito sunog na siya. So, ayun, ganito lang. Ikot-ikot lang tayo. Sumusunod lang siya.
The museum is over there, across the square.
Okay.
That's where we can get the real witches tour tickets. The judge's office is in that building. If we want to go see him first, dive into the case, I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Saan niya daw yun? Across the square. Dito. Wait lang. Hindi natin makakausap yung mga ibang lugar. May mga ibang tao. Cemetery.
The figure of a Puritan woman accused of being a witch. These were ordinary people, just like anyone else.
May nakasulat pa. Remembering the, ano yun? Federal accused. Okay. Ayan. May something dun. Kasi hindi na makapunta. Uy, nandito si girl.
Sad that even children are named in the list of those accused with...
Puro Abigail? Okay.
Everything you could ever want to know about Salem's history.
Nakakainis. Ako'y
Let's
nagugulat sa
see.
kanya.
Let's see.
Hey, sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big showcase. So what if
We decided
Oh,
What's with her getup? Witch?
everyone has to make a Is she telling the story about a coven living here in
Yeah.
Just bad.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I'm excited to look.
Of course.
Uy, may ano na tayo. Go on the witch tour. Oo nga, diba? Kakausapin natin yung judge, pero nalimutan ko nasan yung judge ulit niya.
Well, we have the tickets. Let's go see the lame witch.
Closed off. Looks like they're preparing a new.
Ito, dito ba? Saan yung... Nasaan yung museum? Ano ko dito? Siyempre hindi.
The shops aren't making a. It's locked. The Salem Museum. Prime address for local history and information on the infamous witch trials.
Talaga, nasan niya daw? Tama naman. Ito pala pwede tayo pumunta dito. Sa wakas. Para makausap yung judge.
Yes, can I help you?
Hi, sorry to bother you, but we were looking for Judge Danforth's office.
Just across the hall. Why? What did you two girls do?
We didn't do.
I'm
And
kidding. Alicia Cole, Esquire.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nancy Drew, and this is Deirdre Shannon. You're a lawyer.
Salem's best. The only practicing lawyer in the historic town limits, if you could believe it. And if you girls were in any trouble, I'd have no problem representing you. You both have that innocent look. Juries love it.
So you're saying we could get away with a crime?
We?
No?
Sorry to bother you, Miss Cole. We'll check in.
good evening na. Naku, gabi na.
You'd really become my enemy if I committed a crime?
Sorry.
Why?
No, but I'd call the police to report you. I'd also recommend you a decent lawyer, because I'm an excellent witness for the prosecution.
Wow.
I'm a lawyer's daughter, Deirdre. Don't mess with me.
Yeah, hello. Ted? Is that you?
Ted?
No, Your Honor. My name is Nancy Drew. I think you've spoken with my father.
Carson's daughter?
Yes, and I'm with my friend Deirdre Shannon. We're investigating the arson of the Hathorn house.
Ah, yes, yes.
Can we come in?
Well, you see, no, I mean, I'd let you in, but I seem to have been locked in my office and I need some help getting out.
Naman. Yun. Dito Hello,
Do you
American.
know where I could find a key to your office?
Yes, I believe I gave a copy of the key to Alicia Cole as backup. She's
Okay.
just down the hall.
Alright.
Yes, can I help you?
He said you might have a key.
Sorry, I
Oh
gave him
no!
my
Ano
spare.
ba yan?
Unbelievable. Does this ever end?
Oh, well then,
Yeah, and if you don't mind me asking, what business do...
we're...
Anything I can...
Thanks, but I think we got it. No need for...
At least not yet. Ay! Ano ba yan? Naban ako.
Hello? Judge Danforth. I was hoping we could talk...
Yes, it's a terrible tragedy for our town, but let's table that discussion.
Okay.
I'll come back later.
So, paano? Eto, paperclip.
Judge Danforth? I couldn't find your key.
What? Alicia said she'd keep a copy for me.
Well, I did find a paperclip.
Yeah?
This shouldn't be too much of a challenge.
Nag-pick. Pick. Pick lock. Paano nga ba to? Hold the drug, the pain film. Bakit ganun? Hold. Drag the pin. Okay. Oh. Yung tunog niya. Ano ba yan? Ang hirap naman ito. Oh! Okay. Ay! Ulit. So, tama yung... Ano nangyari? Ba't kanina na ano ko naman? Ay, sumusobra. Okay. May sequence.
Still got it.
Efficient. How'd you learn to do that, actually?
Online video tutorial.
Someday you have to tell me about your secret life of breaking and entering, Drew. Because you're in danger of being cool. Which, honestly, I just don't like.
Someday.
Okay.
Ah, those protesters are out there again, stirring the pot. You know, this town used to be a quiet place. It seems lately there's been an element that has infiltrated our community. I have no doubt one of those troublemakers locked my door and threw away the key. Now, Nancy, your father and I have discussed.
Oh, sorry. I'm not Nancy.
Of course you're not. You look nothing like Carson. Did your father ever tell you about the time we won 4th place at the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta? You see, at the time I had 20/10 vision, so...
Judge, this is Deirdre Shannon.
Deirdre, you're the one who tried to break down my door.
Huh?
Breakdown?
Your Honor, that's an heavily...
Look, I'm really busy dealing with this Hathorn House business. Being a...
Well, we just used our free time to unlock your door. So I'm sure you'll be...
Yes, of course.
Can you help? Ayan.
Can you explain to us how you're involved with the Hathorn House?
Well, the house was built by Judge John Hathorn during the 1600s, and it represented the oldest surviving structure from that era. Judge Hathorn, of course.
Yes, and I'm sure we can read all about the home's history in Salem's museum.
More recently, Frances Tuttle, Judge Hathorn's last direct descendant, lived in a small section of the house while the rest was left to fall into considerable disrepair. She was alone, except for a part-time caregiver. A few months ago, Frances Tuttle passed away, which left Hathorn House without a legal heir. According to the historical statutes of Salem, after 90 days, the house reverts to public property.
I was told that the burning of Hathorn... How did the police come to...
The investigation found paint solvent residue on burnt embers, suggesting someone deliberately used an accelerant.
And what evidence do you have that May Perry is the one responsible for this?
Evidence? Have you ever heard of recidivism? 3 out of 4 criminals in the United States are repeat offenders. And there's only one person in all of Salem who has a history.
So,
Not yet.
You don't need evidence. She's already been convicted in the court of public opinion.
Is that what
No,
She has a history with this sort of...
what's May's motive? What does she gain by burning...
You'd have to ask her. And while you're at it, you can ask about her alibi, which she refused.
So the Book of Apologies. Why did you really need it?
Yes, and first of all, I'm so glad you're all right. Nasty business. Had I known you were going to be put in harm's way, I would have never called Carson.
I've done plenty of work for my father. Trust me.
Yes.
So I've already heard some stories, but would you mind giving me your version of why the book is important?
Yes. So, Judge Sewell was rumored to keep a ledger of all the accused, intending to publish it to reconcile with their families and clear their names.
going to Austria for a rumored book seems like a heck of a long shot.
Well, I have been under some pressure from the AW group. AW as in accused witches.
Yung key kanina.
Don't you think it's dangerous throwing around May's name as a suspect?
What do you mean?
From what you've described, there is no evidence against May. Yet you were saying that she did it.
It is not just me, Miss Drew. There are plenty of people who believe that May is responsible for this crime. It is not prejudice when she is the...
Actually, that is the definition of prejudice.
I'm not going to have this debate with you.
So, how did...
The woman was 88 years old. The coroner confirmed her death was of natural...
So they never investigate.
You need the suspicion of foul play to investigate someone young.
We'd like to speak with her all the same.
She still lives on the estate, although for how much longer we do not know. You can also find her in her shop, Luminous Infusions.
Talk to you later.
Miss Drew.
You're not locked out of your car, are you?
Oh, no. There was an incident here recently.
Oh.
Well, no, not yet. I don't think anything was taken. Never mind.
Oh no. Ano meron dito? Ito yung ano. So, pangalan ko yun pala. Ang hirap tabayan.
Why are there protesters in a small town like this?
So next, which kasi nga diba sabi, kukuha tayo ng ticket.
The specter may be hanging over Salem.
Parang mas madali kung naglalakad na lang si Nancy. At hindi puro click-click.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Talk to you. Darn, missed the opening act. It'll be more useful to explore the graveyard with a tour guide.
Sino yung tour guide natin?
Let's visit the cemetery. I want a picture of Little Liberty.
Well, we have the tickets.
Can't use that here.
Kanina tayo bibigay. Ay, sorry.
How's the investigation?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much.
Sure thing.
So,
Oh, yeah. I prepared some pumpkin.
what's this?
Yes, this new showcase is going. But if you come.
Talk to you. Closed off. Looks like
Saan ito
can't use that
gagamitin?
here.
Close daw yan. Dito. Hindi pa natin siya ibibigay. Souvenirs siya. Kung ibigay natin sa kanya. Hindi din sa kanya.
Fire at Hathorn House.
Me, Perry.
Wouldn't surprise me. Creeping around.
Well,
My thought.
Pag binigay natin
This
sa
tour sounds interesting.
Welcome on my tour.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, here comes
Ay!
trouble.
Talk to you.
visit which was. Okay. Pwede dumaan doon.
The road has completely.
Yun pwede na. Huh. Bright light into darkness. Gold night. Meron pa ba?
Before you stands Abigail.
Abigail Hathorne, helping the accused witches escape the grasp of her own brother, Judge Hathorne himself. Abigail freed many from their holding cells until the judge...
May daanan din.
Hathorne House. Can't see it from here. Must be deeper in through the trees. Not yet. There are some more things I'd like to look into before I'm done.
Okay. Sumobra na naman ang pindot. Tapos na tayo dito. Ito, meron doon. Wala siyang sabi.
Huh.
Ay. Ang hirap sumakto. Ano na, girl? Ano lang yun?
These headstones bear names lost to history, but some believe they belong to those sentenced for witchcraft. A condemned witch was forbidden from being buried on consecrated.
Okay.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorne estate. It was common during the Salem witch trials that the
Tingin ko naikot na. Wala nang ibang... Ano pa yata? Isa siya ng sibo. Hindi naman siya na. Si
This
Judge.
spot gives me the chills.
stand before the remains of Salem's most zealous and conniving judge. So lacking in...
May isa, meron pang hindi na... Baka pwede ako
Not yet. There are some more things I'd...
Come on, Drew.
Wala bang hint kung ilan? So far, naikot na lahat eh.
Side by
Side by side. Yung puno, wala naman. Alexander Bell. Wala namang something. Ay, makagulo talaga siya. Naman din. Ito natin. Hindi kasi siya sakto eh. Ayun pala. Ang bihira. Pero tapos na to eh.
These headstones bear names lost.
Wala na ako mapupuntahan na.
Bring light into the darkness. Bring light into the darkness. A W.
Lang. Ano makikita natin? Wala na. Sa kanya.
Hathorn House. Hathorn House.
Hindi pa rin siya nag-update. Ay, may pipicturean. So, I'm stuck.
Through these woods lies the infamous Hathorn Estate.
Not yet. There are some more things I'd like to look into.
Come on.
Baka tapos na. Yun lang yung ano eh. I-try nga natin lumabas. Hi.
highlight of my tour. Many people come here just to get a picture of it. It is said to portray Abigail Hathorne helping the accused witches escape the trials.
Talk to you later.
Ito.
The Salem Museum, known formerly as the Town Hall. Not only a great...
How's the invest?
Talk to you.
Talk to you later. Nag-update na hindi pa din eh. Ito.
It was a time of horror, when the witches who walked the earth were wrongfully... These are the ghosts you'll find here in Salem. Their homes taken, their...
Pwede palitan.
Closed off.
Okay. Saan pa kaya? Baka dito. Ayan.
Darn, missed the...
Wala namang hint. Parang mas mahirap ano ito. Try natin tawagan si... Ay, hindi
Hello,
pwede.
you've reached the voicemail inbox of Ned Nickerson.
Hi, Nancy. Hope everything's okay.
Hey. I'm good for...
All right, see you tonight.
Thanks.
Sorry to break it to you, but...
Ay, mali.
Hi, Nancy. Hope everything...
Hey. I'm...
All right, see you tonight.
Thanks.
Ano ba? Nasobra ng feed.
Hi, Nancy. Hope everything's okay.
Hey, just...
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm sorry, but I've got everything under control.
I understand that.
Thank you. I'll try.
I'm good for...
All right, see you tonight. I hope...
Thanks. I'll do...
Saan pa kaya yung iba?
The Salem Museum. Prime address for local history.
pwede pumunta kasi doon. Hi. Baka nasa taas. Wala naman. Yes,
Not yet. There are some more.
Come on.
wala eh. Wala na. Tapos na rin to eh. Meron ba tayong kailangan tanggalan ng oras? Wala naman so far. Alright, so
The road has completely
kainis.
Oh there, watch your steps. In recent years, these maws into the deep unknown.
Okay. I'm officially exhausted.
Trying to talk to me again. Alright, so wakas, nakaisa na. Natapos din. Wait, Gabi na.
So, any thoughts?
First album was better.
Yeah, totally. It's good.
Really? You like this?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, they were much better before they changed their bassist.
I meant the case. What do you think about it?
I don't like the judge.
Yeah, I kinda got that. I think the feeling's mutual.
Well, he's a jerk. Maybe he burned down the Hathorn house. What? You don't think so?
That magic that Olivia was using is so similar to what I saw in Austria.
I don't think the Witch of Salem is burning anything except people's hard-earned money. Those magic tricks are for kids.
If May were willing to give an alibi, we could clear this up tonight. She's not talking to anyone, it seems. We are all allowed to enjoy some amount of privacy, but her refusal to be interviewed leads me to believe she is hiding something.
I can't believe you, Drew. I thought you were here to help. You know, not everyone can be as brilliant and cold as you are.
I'm not cold. And I never said I was brilliant either.
You need to get May to trust you. If she trusts you, she'll open up and tell you the truth. And then you'll see. You're kind of my last hope to reach her. You're good at finding ways to get people to open up. Usually. So find a way.
I'll try.
Okay. Let's go. It's time to tulog-tulog na daw. Paano bakit na si Nancy?
The neighborhood looks peaceful.
May letter ba tayo?
Huh.
What's that? Tingin. Makikita.
Huh? A good night's rest improves memory retention. But it's too early for bed. A good night's rest improves memory.
Gawin natin ito. Nakakatakot na yung pin. So, hindi tayo pwede pumunta sa mga rooms nila.
I probably shouldn't be in May.
Ano palang gagawin natin? Try talking to me again. Okay. So, let's go down. Chocolate.
Huh.
Hindi natin pwede kunin yung chocolate.
Hi. Hey, what are you listening to?
You like this?
Yeah, we were listening on the way over. First album was much better.
Ala, hindi ko maalala kung sino nag...
Yeah, too bad they changed bassists.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just, you don't look like you listen to this music.
Why does no one believe me?
Now you know how I feel.
Can you tell me anything about Olivia Ravencroft? Anything at all?
I can tell you she doesn't get along with my sister.
Really? Why?
I don't know. They had some falling out a while ago. You should ask her.
Do you think Olivia would have any reason to light the Hathorn house on fire?
Let me put it this way. Olivia is what we call in this town part of the witch business. Anything dramatic, spectacular, or with fire, she's usually involved.
So you think she did it?
I didn't say that. I just think it's possible that she could have.
Okay, thanks. Look, I spoke with the judge. They don't have anything on you. All we need is an alibi, and then they can't charge you with anything.
And they're not going to have anything on me, because he can't prove I did it.
Then why not just give the police an alibi? That's all they need.
I just can't. It's not only about me, okay?
don't know who they are.
Just, I appreciate what...
Do you and the judge know each other? Have a history?
The man thinks I'm a bad influence. Because I used to be friends with his son. His son has had an interesting life, and he thinks it's my fault. He holds a grudge.
Really?
You live in a small town long enough, people make up their minds about who you are.
May, I know you don't know me
Personal
that well,
grudge si
but I'm
Judge.
here to help you. Okay.
It's called prejudice. I looked up.
That doesn't seem like a good reason to burn down a building.
What can I say? Can't believe it's gone.
Did you ever visit the...
All the time.
Oh? Why?
It was built by a cold, brutal man who sent a bunch of people to their death because he didn't understand them. I appreciate being reminded of what happens when greedy...
Did you know Frances Tuttle very...
No. But I know her daughter Lauren has that shop, Luminous Infusions.
You ever been...
No.
I was just wondering...
I don't. I mean... I know she used to hang with my sister back in the day.
Your sister...
She has a strange way of...
Well, she cared enough to get Deirdre and I...
Don't worry about it.
How come?
She takes her work really seriously. Like, she cares. A lot. Like, way...
Kinda sounds...
I hope not. It's like her person. You can't live your life like that. You need to enjoy it.
We saw Tegan. Looks like she's working on it.
Why don't you ask?
Well, I thought...
I don't. Can you just leave her out of this? I don't... I'm done talking.
Okay, goodbye, girl. Talk to Deirdre.
Well? Okay, yeah, obvi. But what?
I don't know yet. I'm getting through to her, though. We have to go to the Hathorn house.
Tonight? Like, in the dark?
Yeah. Do you have flashlights?
You do remember what I told you about that place, right?
You know what? Better idea. I'll go. You stay here and see if maybe May feels like talking to you.
Be careful out there, Drew.
There's no such thing as
No, not ghosts. People swear there's something in that house. Too many people believe it to not... All right, let's not hug or anything. You should check in with and remember, things happen after midnight.
Pupunta pa tayo doon. Gabi na. Hindi ba pwede matulog? OMG, this is it. We're going out sleuthing. At this hour. Anong oras na? Meron bang oras na? Wala. Nawala na yung mga tao. Okay. Ano natin?
It's locked. The shops aren't making...
Wala, ito na. Parang feeling. Wala. Mabilis ang click lang. Pwede ko pa i-minimize. Ano ito na? Lower the volume. At kumikit. Oh no. Uy, Frank. Nakakainis.
Not creepy. Not at all. Frank.
Nancy, you sound excited.
Yeah, well, guess where I am right now.
I, wouldn't even begin to. Salem, Massachusetts.
Joe, how the heck did you guys know?
We read about the Hathorn house in the Globe. Suspected arson.
Your name was mentioned. Not as a suspect, obviously. Tegan Perry mentioned she had hired you to investigate.
Hired? Huh. That's news to me. I came here as a favor for Deirdre.
Deirdre Shannon? Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, it's a strange case all around. So, what can I help you guys with?
Well, we're working this case, and a few legal questions have arisen.
My father would probably be more helpful than me, guys.
Yeah, well, we'd prefer to call you because of, you know, history.
What my brother is trying to say is that there are some similarities to an old case we worked on.
Sure. If you want to send me your notes, I can look them over.
Great.
Salem's pretty close to Boston. If you guys have the time, you should come up here and check it out while I'm in town.
Really? Yeah.
I don't know, Nancy. With our special detective powers, we might be mistaken for witches. Heard they don't fare well up there.
Are you kidding me? They love you guys. Did you know that Salem is the only police force that has a witch as an official emblem? I'll bet you on it.
Okay, you're on. I'll take payment when we arrive in Salem. Maybe in a week or so.
A week?
Hopefully I won't be here then. But if you can make it up earlier, great.
Good talking to you, Nance.
Yeah, same to you too.
Ano ba? Saan na tayo pupunta? Ayoko na dito. Dire-diretso lang. Bumabalik na. Hindi ko na kaya. Pati ba may tunog ng ibon? Teka lang. Pwede ba pumikit na pumipinda? Ano ulit gagawin natin? Search Harton House? Pero paano ko pupunta doon? Eh, naliligaw nga ako. Okay. Ano ba yan? Ayoko na. Don't look behind you. Ba't kasi kami ka pumunta? Ba't di pa rin ako sinamahan, Deidre? Itutuloy ko po ba ito? Kinakabahan ako. Hindi ko na kaya. Ano ba sabihin? To my house. Dapat yata maliit lang yung screen eh.
What are you doing here?
Are you Lauren Holt?
You're trespassing. This is private property. I'm giving you one chance to explain yourself.
Whew. Wait ako na. I need to speak with Lauren Holt.
I need to speak with Lauren Holt.
So, what?
Well, I wanted to talk to her about Frances Tuttle.
Why? Did you know her or something?
read about in the newspaper.
There's nothing about her in the newspaper. Oh,
can I come in?
Well, you're not leaving, are you?
Whew.
My name is Nancy Drew.
What do you want, Nancy Drew?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about...
About the Hathorn house. Sit down. You drink tea?
Yes, of course. I didn't mean to lie to you, Lauren.
Yes, you did. You wanted to talk to me by any means, so here we are.
Is Luminous and...
Yes.
What do you do there?
It's a tea room and modern apothecary. You know, before there was a pharmacist, the town relied on an herbalist to provide medicines for headaches and sickness and energy and stuff like that.
Interesting. Did Francis Tuttle teach you this?
No, I taught myself.
Oh, cool. What can you tell me about the history of the Hathorn house?
Built by Judge John Hathorn in 1695, the man flat out stole the land from the people he sentenced to death. Property has changed hands many times over the years, with Francis Tuttle being the most recent.
I really do appreciate...
Are you done with...
Have you looked?
Of course, but I can't find it. Believe me, I've tried to find it, and now the judge has given me days to deliver. I don't have a copy, but I know one exists. Frances told me all the time that the Hathorn house and its grounds would be mine if something ever happened to her.
What happened?
I won't be here anymore. But I have representation, a professional lawyer. Her...
What were you...
Why do you care? The house was burned.
Well, actually, there's something else I'm looking into.
I've almost had enough.
Look, Lauren, it was wrong, and
I appreciate you being straight with me. I'm sorry, I've been a little...
So, I saw the ghost out in the cemetery.
The scarecrow?
Yeah, I've heard there were ghosts out here, but all I saw was that.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I've seen a lot of weird things. So far, I've yet to find one without a rational explanation.
Then there's nothing to talk about.
But why does everyone think there are ghosts out here?
A town this old is bound to have some unbelievable stories.
So you've seen one?
You don't live here. You wouldn't understand.
So you have?
I'm getting a little tired. I think we've talked enough, don't you?
Of course. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
So na pwede dumiretso sa bahay, wag nang maglakad.
Whoever is doing this, you're not frightening me away. Not possible. That's not possible.
Ah!
Curse not the darkness.
It's not real, it's the dream. Nakakainis!
Drew! What's going on? You're not answering your phone. What's wrong?
I saw it. Or her. I guess it could have been a him too. It was too confusing to really make out.
What are you talking about?
The ghost, Deirdre. The ghost in Hathorn house. The one you were talking about. I saw it.
Wow. Never thought you'd try to pull a joke like this. I underestimated you. This is a really good performance. Very un-Nancy Drew-like.
It's not a joke. Deirdre, I saw her. Didn't you want me to see it? Didn't you want me to look into it?
Well, yeah, but I didn't think for a second that you would. I guess I thought you'd go up there and find smoke and mirrors or whatever it is you do. You're saying it's real?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not used to being so freaked out.
Wait, you didn't leave my car out there, did you?
What? No. I've calmed down enough to drive back. It's outside.
Good. I could get you more chowder.
Don't think it'll help. I need answers.
Okay, so let's go through it.
I do find one strangely calming. Okay. I don't know how to explain it, but I saw something.
I don't know what to tell you, Drew. It's as weird as moonchunk cheese ice cream and sandals with socks. But my instinct is...
that the two are related. Fire and the ghosts.
Right. You're not buying Olivia's story that some coven of witches came here to unleash ghosts to take revenge by...
Right.
You really think what...
It's worse than that. I think in order to know, I need to see it again, and you need to come with me.
Okay. And then we can plan road trips to find Bigfoot and aliens and the Loch Ness Monster.
Hey, sounds fun to me. I found out something. Did you know that Francis Tuff...
Judge Danforth never...
Because they can't find it, they
So if it does exist, Lauren would get the estate.
Yeah. Oh, and that lawyer, Alicia Cole, represents her.
How's that working out?
There doesn't seem to be much progress.
Yeah, well, without a will...
It's been a long day.
You do look kinda... Well, maybe don't video chat with the boyfriend. At least not until you get the twigs out of your hair.
I appreciate your concern.
What? You want that chowder now? The offer expired.
I was going to say, we make a pretty good team.
See? That's proof right there. You are definitely hallucinating.
Mas umuulan pa. O si Joe.
There's always an explanation. Gotta remember that.
What is the town of Greenwich, New York?
Sorry?
They have a witch on their emblem.
We won!
Really?
Sending you a pic. When can we expect payment?
That's a fire department logo. I said police.
Public safety. It's all the same.
There's something I saw. This case. I've never seen anything like it.
What is it? What?
Hold on. Say no more.
Wait, what?
We're not passing on a chance like this. Be there before you know it.
Oh.
So, ibig sabihin, darating si, Hardy Boys. Ano ba? Patulugin siya na si Nancy. Ala, ano yan? Takto yung pikit ko.
Good morning, sunshine.
What time is it?
It's early. Hurry up, get dressed, and meet me downstairs. I have something to cheer you up.
I'm sorry. Masyado mamalas yung bike. Kailangan ko baka nabibingi kayo pag bigla ako sumigaw. Kainis. Help with breakfast. Medyo palighten daw ng mood. Magtatulog na. Breakfast.
Oh my,
Oh,
oh
the
my,
Hardy
oh my,
Boys.
not good, not good, not good!
What are you guys doing in here?
They're trying their best to unimpress me. Mission accomplished.
Nancy! Hi! Joe was just, making an effort.
Oh, that's what that smell is.
I tried showing him the ropes, but he wants to prove he can do it with—
Tegan set out the ingredients for Johnny Cakes before she had to run, but I gotta admit, it's been a while since I last whipped something up.
Oh, I love Johnny Cakes. I can help.
Of course you can. All right, Hardy, step down before we have another fire on our hands.
So, ang gagawin natin, got tayong breakfast.
Alright, let's see. Step 1.
One
1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This can't be right.
I told you I couldn't keep up with her, so I improvised. I'm 100% certain about the amounts, though.
Let's approach this sensibly. What do we need?
1 cup of flour. 1 cup of imposibleng 1 cup of salt yun. Ito, 1 cup.
Flour. Baking powder. 1 cup of
Select cup of salt. 1 cup.
Flour. 1 cup of flour. 1 cup of cornmeal. Flour, sugar, salt, baking powder.
Oh.
1 cup of flour.
Tapos 1 cup.
1 cup of salt.
Paano ko iaano?
Sugar. Flour. 1 cup of flour. 1 cup of
Ba't ayaw niya?
flour.
Medyo hindi malinaw kung anong gagawin ko.
All right, let's see. Step 1. 1 cup of sugar.
I told you I couldn't keep...
1 spoon of 1 teaspoon of 1 spoon of 1 cup of flour. 1 cup of flour. 1 spoon of sugar. 1 spoon of sugar. 1 spoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
I want to say I trust
Ay!
your judgment, but this has me a bit worried.
Ah, ganun pala. Okay, ulit.
1 cup of flour.
Looks right to me.
1 cup of
Masyadong matamis kung 1 cup of sugar.
cornmeal.
I think you've got it.
Okay.
1 spoon of sugar.
I think you've got it.
1 spoon of sugar.
We're getting there.
1 spoon of baking powder.
We're getting there.
1 teaspoon of salt.
Looks right to me. That looks great. Let's tackle the next step.
Okay.
All right. Second step. We have to fill the bowl until the weight is just right.
Quick heads up. This is about where things started to go south last time.
Hey!
Let's just trust that Nancy knows what she's doing.
Ons. Okay. Vanilla. Isang itlog lang? Baka pwede dalawa. Ah, kailangan 7. Kulang isa.
This doesn't look right. Let's scrub this out and try again.
Milk. Melted butter. Vanilla. Ah, dalawa. Okay. Isang nutmeg. Dalawang
looks great. Let's tackle the next step. Finally, my favorite part.
I thought your favorite part was eating.
My next favorite part.
Dear goodness.
Joe, could you help me pour while I flip?
Sure thing.
Okay. Ah! 1, 2, 3.
Is all this smoke coming from the pancakes?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah! So long! Sunog!
Is all this smoke coming from the pancakes?
This is going great. I think.
Is all this smoke coming from the pancakes?
This is going great. I think. This is going great. I think.
Yes!
All done. They look super tasty. Let's eat. All done. They look super tasty. Let's eat. All done. They...
Let's see. Let's begin. Who deserves a Johnny cake?
Hello. 1.
Relax. There's no need to rush. Relax. There's no need to rush. More Johnny cakes?
Alright. Medyo nakuha ko na yung technique.
Only a few more. Look at you! Look at you! These are just what I imagine Olivia would like. These are just what I imagine Olivia would like.
Ayan sila. Ay, dito pala.
Ooh, these smell delicious.
Great
Nasunog.
job, Nancy.
These look amazing.
Ay, sunog kay
Okay.
Deidre.
May, these are the Hardy brothers, Frank and Joe.
Uh-huh.
They're good friends of mine. They're going to help us with the investigation. The more people we have working on this, the better chance we have of solving the case.
Cool.
Joe, you need to learn how to cook. Maybe let Frank teach you. Otherwise, how are you going to... impress anyone.
Solving crimes impresses people.
So does committing them. What? It's true. Not saying I'm impressed by that. Just stating a fact. I prefer someone who possesses a deep intellectual appreciation and table manners.
You want to be impressed? We should finally show her our business plan for our new business. What? It's very businessy.
What? What is it?
Well, Joe and I have been talking recently about making things a bit more official. Since
We're starting our very own detective agency. License, insurance, the whole thing.
And we want to know...
Hey, all right, Drew.
So I guess...
Yes.
I already told them about...
Yeah.
Even with the most modern scientific techniques available, there are many phenomena that we...
What?
What?
Sure, some sort of combination...
No, supernatural. A ghost. A real ghost.
I'm not so...
I just built some new equipment that I'd love...
I'm sure it's nothing, but we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate anyway.
One thing I'd like to do today...
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of...
Yeah, sure.
No. It's better if I handle this solo. I'm a whiz with microfiche.
Sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to...
So...
The arson that happened...
And we haven't had the chance to...
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a...
What was stolen?
We don't...
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the...
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorn estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their...
Too coincidental.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'd like to...
The judge might not let you do that.
True. But maybe my father...
All right.
We need to figure out how the theft from Mosam Castle is connected.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch trials, some of which...
However, this book was stolen as well.
Why was this book all...
Great.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the time. That much...
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, who...
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone...
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are and be careful.
Witch pancake. Ano to? Pwede mo rin siyang gamitin. Hindi naman nila kinain yung pancake. Get a key to the Harton house. Investigate. Gather alibis. Gather. Okay. Nasaan sila?
Hey.
Nope.
We're going to find...
Look, thanks for breakfast.
Sige na.
You said you...
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see any...
Like ghosts?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Do you feel...
I don't even have a passport. I don't go anywhere, so I wasn't in Austria.
And on giving us your alibi... People tell me that...
I've got a burn mark covering the entire side of my face and like most of my arms.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
I prefer...
Would you tell me what...
There was a fire.
I'm not trying to pry. It's just that so far, the main cause for suspecting you of the Hathorn...
I was 9. It was an old shed, and I wasn't supposed to play in it. It was kind of a den full of...
So it was an accident. You were just a kid. Harsh to suspect you now because of something you didn't mean.
Don't make me talk about it.
Okay. Thank you. Talk to you later.
Andito pa rin sila. Ayan.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, this shop is
Thank you.
I kind of imagined this is what.
Yeah.
Seriously. You have all these herbs. Look, St. John's wort, mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ill.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people...
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history. People get so caught up in the death.
I bet a lot
Used to be.
You get a lot of people in?
May.
Why?
Look, she's had a hard time. She's not the only one. I've been the kid everyone looks at.
She has her sister.
Tegan protects what's important to Tegan.
What kind of...
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedy.
Sure. It would be fun to pass on the basics, at least. I'll be around.
Great.
I've prepared the patient notes already. You can find them on the counter.
Okay. These are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. This book looks really warm. Oh, it's locked?
Yeah, I lost the key to that one, sorry. It has to be somewhere around here. Remember to read the patient's note carefully.
Ay, okay. Ibinase. Sabi niya, ito ka mo.
Your first proper herb mixture. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's old and worn from you.
Moderate high migraines.
the book properly.
Hindi ko alam yung mga pangalan. Wala siyang title.
Sorry, you're gonna have to start over. This won't work for those ailments.
Cinnamon, ginger.
Tell this. To start over. Good. You're getting the hang of things.
Once I've memorized the herbs and their ailments, making the mixtures themselves is easy.
It took me a while to get to the point where I could create mixtures from memory. Impressive.
Ginger.
Good job. I'll put it with the rest. Great work.
Okay.
I was hoping I could
Key?
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you...
I'm sure you've been asked this before, but...
I was coming home from work, crossing through the cemetery. See the orange.
Were you the first? Anyone see you earlier?
I was in my.
Any
No. Are you trying to say that?
No.
Good. I've said it 1,000,000 times, but I'll say it again for your benefit. I'm just glad she wasn't alive to see it. She loved that.
Of course. You were the first.
Well, yeah. I was.
You know the fire might help.
I know that now, but I didn't before. But nothing could make me want to.
I forgot to mention. I was speaking with Alicia, and she mentioned that she needed to talk to you.
Shoot! I forgot I had an appointment.
Do you need me?
You would?
Yeah. I know where all the heavy hitters are.
Oh.
Nah! May nagbantay pa ng shop.
Garlic. A commercial grade tea. Gosh, these pastries. had an odd key.
Di ba sinabi niya na
Herbal
wala?
teas and natural.
Ay, balik. Balik ka na, Cedro.
I forgot to mention.
Shoot.
Do you yeah.
Oh.
Lumabas kasi pambihira.
It fits. Sweet marjoram. Wonder what this herb is used for. Our Lady's Thistle. Sage. Sage.
Wala naman.
Gosh, these pastries look delicious.
Unbearable labor condition.
Our Lady's Thistle. Our Lady.
It's like Messiah. Memory condition.
Sage. Our Lady's Thistle. Our Lady's.
Slight indigestion.
Feverfew.
It's like Messiah.
Ginger.
Ay, balik.
Interesting.
Sikreto ito. Na naman siya.
Hey, what are you doing? That's private.
I'm sorry, Lauren. Sometimes my curiosity gets...
So what? It's private.
I'm sorry, but would you mind talking about it?
Do you know who Teachaba is?
I don't, but I would...
The first woman in Salem to be accused of being a witch. This is her book.
Wait, are you saying that book is over 300 years old? Does Tegan know you have this? She would love to have it in her exhibit.
Yeah, I know. According to my mother, my biological mother, we are related to Teachaba. She was accused, then miraculously released. Little is known about her life after that.
Wow, that's
No, I never shared it with anyone.
Of course.
Alicia wasn't in her office. I'll just meet with her later. Thank you for watching over.
I'll keep my hands to myself, but I'd love to help you make some more remedies.
Yes.
I just... You ever...
That's just something Olivia says to sell tour tickets.
So you never heard...
What are you getting at?
I found a photo of you.
She kept...
Do you remember?
Sure. Well, that was long ago. We did dumb things.
Everyone... What is it?
You know, I believe the dead, but I've seen ghosts.
Really?
Wait, you believe me?
I believe there's an explanation.
I don't know. A woman wearing old clothes like the kind you find in Tegan's museum. I couldn't see her face, and I swear she was Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty specific, actually.
I saw her in the Hathorn house. Watch out for...
Oh, you remember?
I was here. I told you already. I have the...
Oh, no, just a related incident. I don't suppose...
The spirits come and go.
You don't feel...
So I burn it down as revenge for a 300...
Tituba seems as much an influence on you as...
Have you ever seen the Capitol building? Do you mean it's not so simple to say?
What kind of... These remedies won't...
Memory conditions.
Sage. Sage. I'll do the rest.
Great work.
Chamomile.
I'll do the rest. Great work. I'll do the rest. Great work. Good job. I feel like you've proven yourself capable enough.
Thank you.
This one isn't used too often. Its modern name is Aster, but in the book, you will find it under the old name, Starward. My supply is short.
I will keep that...
nating gagawin. Gather alibis for the arson. Hirap lumabas to. Wait. The famous naturally plant. Ito yung nagbubulto sa akin eh.
Nancy.
Pretty well. You know,
she hasn't given...
No.
Everyone?
Absolutely. But
it's a mystery to me.
What's the...
Right. Well, Judge John Hathorne was born and raised in Salem. His father was a decorated military man who had many real estate holdings.
So awful.
Didn't expect her to actually care about the history.
Do you think the fire is somehow...
What do you mean?
Like, is it meant as a symbolic gesture?
That was a European thing. No, they were more civilized in the New World. We hung our witches. Short drop, so they slowly choked to death. A couple more died in custody awaiting trial.
Prep?
Yeah. They put a bunch...
That's...
She did not know the weight until Scarlet Letter. Also a descendant of Judge Hathorne. Except Nathan...
Wow. The focus on descendants isn't really something they...
Yep. We think our world is so much more advanced now.
Where were you?
I was at my boyfriend's watching a movie.
Have you been dating Damien?
Yeah, a couple years, I think.
Was he with...
I mean, most of the night. I don't think he's capable.
You trust?
Absolutely. 100%.
There was this...
Now I'm really embarrassed.
Is that Olivia and Lauren?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell where it was taken.
It was probably the...
How did Fran...
Ms. Tuttle bought it 30 years ago, cheap. It was falling apart. The former owners couldn't be located, so it was auctioned. She was a bit of a kooky lady living in a ruin like that, but she was
I agree. Do you remember...
3 days ago?
You were working at the museum.
Well,
But with...
May was home all day, laying low, and Olivia wasn't here either. I don't...
So... And you're sure...
She's barely left the house since the incident. People here treat her like she has an infectious disease. Ugh. So...
I get a...
Really? You travel around?
Not all... Alright, I don't know. It's like there's these small obstacles that I enjoy working on. And they're interesting. But what I really love is the puzzle of humanity. What makes people tick.
You know, there's a theory about why these specific women were persecuted as witches. Some people believe that ergot, which is a fungus that grows in cereal grains, might have gotten into the food supply. It poisons anyone who eats it.
A rational explanation.
Just a theory. Anyway, I don't...
Can you tell me about the accident? May was it?
Why do you need to know that?
I didn't think it was, but everyone else sees reason to believe May is the one who burned Hathorne.
It started with the arson, and she has other convictions on her juvenile.
What happened?
It was an old shed near our home. May was about 9 or so. She was in it one night. She shouldn't have been. Candles, a lighter, I don't...
She was...
I feel responsible.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry.
Just don't talk to me.
Talk to you later.
Bigyan natin siya pancake. Ayaw niya. Ay, bukas.
You're back!
Spooky.
Though it harm none.
I've been going around asking
The night of
arson.
Why? I was here that night, doing my thing. It really.
Well,
Yeah,
so
of course.
you believe?
How could I not when I've.
Really?
Sure. It was dark, foggy.
And did you ever see any ghosts?
As a matter of fact, I did. I told you that a coven of witches. Let me guess. You can't find proof of a
That sounds even.
Have you seen the.
I've seen something, but I'm not willing to just
Be careful. They'll still find.
3 days.
3 days ago?
Okay.
Actually, I had won a spa holiday at the Wayfarer Inn over in Marblehead.
Oh.
It was all expenses paid. And I'd show you which pack. You know, I had a flyer for the spa. Sorry.
It's okay. It's about.
Why are you interested in this?
I found an old photo from back then.
You found this photo at Tegan.
So was it?
Well, yes. Same cover.
And yet you.
I don't get why you.
Can't help it. See you later.
Alright. Siguro naman okay lang pumunta din ng ano. Ayun, pero liwanag.
Wild rosemary, how beautiful! And nutritious. Keeping just a little for seasoning. And I'm lost sa woods. Paano tayo lalabas? remedies won't make.
Isang kapitan lang pa yun.
You expect me to?
And you.
It's a potent truth serum.
So you wouldn't mind.
Look, just because I had no crime.
Fair enough.
Try natin. Ano ba ito bukas?
Oh, what have you got there? You've been to Lumen.
Yeah, I helped Lauren out at the shop.
Allegedly, right. I hope you're making progress.
Of course.
Walang gusto mag-take.
That doesn't look like one of my witchy.
It's not.
If you're interested in Salem memorabilia,
I'm good for.
Okay. Tara tayo sa judge.
Miss Drew, how can I help you?
Hi, Miss Cole.
Alicia.
Oh, say.
Great. So what do you need, Nancy? Any more paper?
I'm more of a pneumatic.
Ha ha.
You have a.
In my closet. I'm a bit of a homin.
Well, thanks, but I don't need any of those things.
Please.
I'm sure you've heard about.
Yes, unbelievable. You know, I've started asking myself, what is happening to this town? It used.
Oh.
I mean, yes. But with the amount that I work, when is there any time? And to be honest, the type of people living in a place like Salem. How about you?
I have a boyfriend.
Really?
Well, he's in college right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one said it was easy.
All I'll say is, most men don't understand what we go through. We have to fight to get a seat at their table, and then they want us to go home and—
Of course, they don't.
Ang habal bigla. You know, ha?
Doing some follow-ups with... Well?
I was at a charity fundraiser, saving the piping plovers.
I don't think...
I'm a little bit surprised you'd even ask.
Just being thorough.
I can respect that.
Do you know...
Owner of Luminous Infusions.
So do you know...
Absolutely.
How's the case?
Well, but you are the daughter of a lawyer. So?
And without the will...
The law is the law. I can try to get a delay. But we've already...
I spoke with Lauren.
A key?
To the Hathor.
It's the only copy. Don't lose it. Oh, and this really isn't... If someone finds you with it, I might have to say you stole it.
I'll make sure to be...
Here to help. Hey, next time, please knock before entering.
Okay. What did you mean when you said people here?
What did you mean when you said the people here are not your type?
Oh, you probably...
I have.
It's all people with minds as small as the town itself.
That's...
Oh, nothing much. Sometimes I just wish this place would be...
Do you think that could happen?
A woman can dream.
Why did you...
Well, after the burglary, we realized that this place was in dire need of higher security. I ordered the keypad online and used the drill to mount it. I just keep forgetting to bring the drill back.
That's impressive.
Yeah, still ended up calling a
Would you mind...
3 days.
Well, it...
Actually...
I was in Austria 3 days ago and witnessed a theft of a historic...
I see.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly.
Okay.
Ask him?
Sure.
You're a regular sleuth, aren't you?
Not exactly. It's kind of related to the...
Yeah, let's see. I was home watching Jason cut the stump out of my front.
You hired Jason Dan?
He's cheap, and he can't say no. Plus, I kind of like. You know, I could use someone like you. If your father would be okay with you working for someone.
Alicia, I'm my own woman. I work for myself. But you've been very helpful.
Good. Do you, as far as I know, just
that's.
Look, I don't like saying this, but the judge occasionally leaves the evidence room unlocked. The main. Not that it matters. I was told.
So it's safe to say you weren't here. No, I don't like anyone for this crime. Or any other crime.
I was not here.
Do you?
Nope, sorry. He hasn't given that to me.
See you later.
Okay, thank you. Naman tayo sa kanya.
No, not today. I can't. There's too much to do.
Come on, take a break.
Jason, I have had these protesters outside my window.
Yeah, but
You
gotta get over this.
What are you talking?
You resent.
I don't resent. Miss Drew, please. We'll talk later.
Oh.
Please.
Hi.
Nancy Drew.
You're visiting Salem, yeah? What do you think? Kind of a...
Jason, come on.
Actually, it seems like...
Well, whenever you're up for some real excitement, look me up.
Kalong si Joe.
I'm sorry. He's still trying.
Didn't want to follow in his...
Oh, he tried. Didn't have the dedication to follow through with the schooling. Anyway, let's get started.
Payments. Ay, sorry. Mamaya ka na.
As you know, I want to investigate the...
Information isn't usually available to the public. I'm afraid I can't.
As you know...
Information isn't...
Okay. Alam ko ba may meeting tayo? Ay, alam ko na. Tignan natin kung may...
I'm on...
It's not tea, it's...
Whoa. What? We don't knock anymore? Actually, that was Damien Faulkner. He's my in.
You have an intern.
He's around. Someone has to make the coffee here.
Oh, I'm...
You're right.
I just...
Different.
Yeah.
What can I say?
So you know...
I know him. He does odd jobs. He is kind of...
I wouldn't really know.
Listen, spare yourself the headache and just avoid him. Trust me.
See you
later. Do you want truth serum?
Should I know what...
It's a truth serum.
Right.
More like...
If that will...
Of course. I need to get Judge Danforth's permission. As you know...
Information isn't usually available.
Na-cancel ko kasi kanina.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
Yes.
I'm open tomorrow night. Or tonight.
Oh, that...
Wait. Me...
Definitely.
Oh.
Where...
Oh.
Do you...
Yeah. Primal Cut.
I'm sorry.
It's a steakhouse. I was there with my wife. So, if we haven't...
No, thank... I haven't...
Yes?
I actually wanted...
Are you sure that's what...
Yes.
I was actually digging out a stump in Alicia...
You.
What? Yeah. It's not my favorite path. I mean, it gives a good tan. You don't believe? Maybe...
No, thank...
No.
See you... These snapdragons are lovely. At least some of
Ay! Sobra.
this ought to help me out.
Hindi na pwede sumobra. Ay.
Locked. The key should fit, but the door and lock are awry. Now this is more... Locked. There we go. Now it fits.
Wala naman sigurong kukulat sa akin. Wala naman. Maliwanag pa.
A brand new jacket? Who would leave this behind? Francis Tuttle needed this medical machine. Francis Tuttle. Secretary. The walls are still smoldering from the fire. It's making my eyes water. There's something peculiar about this mirror. Someone painted laurels on the mirror glass, but why? Secretary. Written in Francis Tuttle's own hand. fire's second floor has burned down. It looks unstable. Not going any further than this.
Ay, mali.
Oh, hello. A business card. Olivia. Olivia.
Okay, I'm done here. Pero paano ko lalabas? Alright.
Creepy. Interesting.
Environments. Whew.
Let's see.
Mm.
Let's.
Nancy.
Deirdre only mentioned it in passing, but
We were, and I guess it doesn't hurt to mention that Lauren.
So
Things change.
did.
I don't see why this is relevant. Aren't you supposed to be clearing my sister?
What did she get the.
This town want.
I want to know more about anyone who might have a motive for the fire.
I guess.
What can.
What can I. I can tell you that I think her shtick is ridiculous. And that she's doing this town a disservice by selling this silly idea of broomsticks in this double toil and trouble version of witches. This is a place of real history, and she wants it to be a theme park.
Do you think she would have burned down the Hathorn house?
I suppose it would be good for business. People,
especially
she is pretty happy lighting fire.
I know. I can't help but think about the room.
You shouldn't pay any attention to her stories. She just says whatever she thinks the crowd wants. Real history isn't interesting to Olivia.
So you never heard this rumor elsewhere?
I didn't say that. There are no witches in Salem. Just showy frauds and stupid kids doing stupid things. Don't trouble yourself with ancient history and rumors. There's a real kid in trouble who needs your help.
What can you tell me about Lauren?
Lauren is a piece of work. Olivia may pretend to be a witch, but Lauren thinks she's a witch, you know? They are as bad as each other. The real legacy and history of Salem is what's important, not over-the-top stories and hokey potions and lotions.
So you don't go to her shop?
I've never been in, but I've had the tea. My advice? Stay away from the Sunaleaf. Can ruin your whole day.
Do you think she would burn down Hathorn House?
I don't know. Maybe. If she thought it would help her stay on the grounds. She certainly doesn't want anyone else having it, even if there are historical and legal reasons. But like I said, I don't really...
Talk to you later. It's a long shot, but maybe one of these matches the piece found inside the fake ghost. A nightly ghost tour. A nightly ghost. A nightly ghost.
Nag-fit naman siya.
It's the same flyer. Olivia's witch tour. Let's see. It's a long shot, but maybe one of these matches the piece found inside the fake ghost.
You're back!
I found this.
Oh my gosh, where'd you find it? I've been looking.
It was in the
Hathorn House.
I don't know, but it had your business.
What luck? That's great.
Sure. I found the.
Yeah. It's pretty torn up, but I'm sure it's mine.
In the cemetery, stuffed in a fake ghost.
Ugh, how do people in this day and age still litter? It's such a shame, especially bad with tourists, you know? They don't live here, they think it's all one big joke, and whoop, I mean...
See you later.
Tapos siguro din natin sabihan si Lauren na may will. Nasa bahay nga lang.
What kind of herb?
Ay, herbs na. Alright.
Lauren.
Yes.
Siya
See you later. As you know,
Information isn't usually available.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want?
Why are there
When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Baka hindi din natin mamunig sa bahay.
hey, we're
Look,
talk to you.
Ano naman si Retiro? Ay, baka kailangan natin siya tawagan.
Hello, Deirdre?
Help me!
Deirdre,
I got you.
it's not.
Come on. Because now I know how much.
Of course I care, Deirdre.
Well, anyway, I have some.
She's the former owner of.
What?
Well, I thought you were going to.
It all goes back to Frances Tuttle. Check it out. She took over the Hathorne House estate in 1992. Although I found 3 different marriage announcements in the Salem News, she was never married and never had any biological children.
The judge said there was a will. Lauren confirmed.
Exactly. But as far as I can tell, there is no will. Nothing was ever filed with the town clerk. No lawyer has stepped forward with a copy. Frances was in her late 80s when she passed.
Are you saying you think that Lauren burned down her own?
Sounds bizarre, I know.
But
Because in Salem, a historic property is classified differently if it's a ruin versus being an intact structure. Without a will, a ruined property is preserved as is.
So Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think living in a charred-out building is great for your health.
Okay. See if you can find out anything else.
Okay. Bye, Nancy.
Ay, mali! Bakit siya?
sorry to break it to you, but I'm ghosting.
Sino friend?
Nancy!
Hey, how's it go?
Nothing. Aside from the weird looks from the woman who lives here. Lauren Holt, I think her name was. Whoa! Cold spot! Grab that EMP meter for.
What? You mean this?
Yeah, that.
This one? Or
Yes!
because I have these other devices here, like ES.
Come on, Frank, hurry! God, it's gone!
Uh-huh. Oh, hey, Nancy, forgot to tell you. On the way into town, I spotted surveillance cameras on the outside of the courthouse.
Yeah, good.
We'll let you know if...
Okay, next is yung papa ni Nancy.
Nance, how's my girl doing?
Hey, Dad.
Of course.
I need to investigate inside the Salem courthouse, specifically concerning the burglary in the evidence room. Do you think you could call Judge Danforth on my behalf and get his permission?
Not a problem. You know, this reminds me, next time you see him, you should bring up the Lake Winnipesaukee Regatta. Yeah? Sure thing.
Okay, let's go back there.
You're all set.
Great. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
Is there anything?
I'm just really proud of you, Nancy. I don't know how often I tell you that. I think it's not nearly enough.
Thanks, Dad. You know I learned it all from you, right?
Oh, now I know that's not true. The judge told me about a certain lock-picking incident. You certainly didn't learn that from...
I may have picked up a few extra skills.
I'd expect nothing less. Love you, kiddo. Go get him.
Judge?
What in the Sam heck is a
A Bitcoin?
A what?
It's a decentralized digital...
All these new made-up digital things.
As you know, I want to invest...
Oh, yes, about that. Well, you see, I had it written on a post-it
Wala niya
note,
naman.
but I seem to...
Oh, okay.
Saan mo nilagay?
There's a number written on here.
0815.
Need to get the list. No. 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 No.
Arson testimony.
Now to figure out which ones were stolen. Can't use that here.
Okay. D2, D5, 2.
No. 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 No.
Bale. D5 drawer. Yan natin. Wala.
Interesting.
Before 3.
No. No.
Wala eh.
Interesting.
Ay, mali.
No. Interesting. All of the stolen evidence was linked to the accused witch's claim to Hathorn House.
Perry.
It's Dusty. It's Dusty. Who has access to the evidence room?
Oh, well, that would be me and Alicia. Why do you ask?
Just curious. Thanks.
Yes, sinabi ko ano yung mga nakuha.
I'll come back.
Yes, can I help you?
See you later. No glass on the floor. So the window was broken from the inside.
Wow, o nga no.
A CCTV camera. There might be footage from the day of the break-in. The break-in was staged. The thief must have come in through the door. I went through the missing evidence and was able to... Judge?
I'm afraid I haven't been completely...
I know.
What?
Let's just say I can tell when someone is trying to hide something from me.
The reason Carson sent you to Mosem Castle was because I already knew what was stolen from the courthouse. Tegan Perry had assembled a packet of documents outlining her accused witch's claims on the Hathorn House. They were compelling. And...
No document?
Yes.
Without any evidence or will, what's the legal status of the house?
Well, that is a somewhat complicated question.
You're the one who decides.
How did you know?
I can tell you're not happy about being the center of such a long...
Well, it's muddy, legally, and complicated.
Because it's not just who lives there.
Yes.
Do you remember any details?
I don't remember much. Oh, there was this key with its blade shape to spell A-W. Very unique.
Like this?
Yes, that's it.
Mosem Castle. I say both crimes are connected. The theft of the...
Someone is going to great lengths to prevent the AW organization from having a...
Any educated guess who that...
Practically everybody in this town. Everyone has an interest. Some want it to be a museum, others a carnival attraction.
I'll have to dig...
Well, you'll need to do it quickly. I unfortunately must file the papers in 2 days. Otherwise, I lose control of the property and it falls into the hands of the state. And I doubt they...
I love it, as long as it's... Where were you when...
If you can believe it, I have no reason to steal the evidence, trust me.
Do you mind...
That would be the day you visited... Are you asking for an...
I'm just trying to confirm what everyone was doing the day that the Book of Apologies was stolen.
I know it was stolen, but...
Right. But other people might...
I was at Salem District Court all day, so unless you're interviewing the fine folks who stole eggs from a
One quick question for you, Judge. Do you remember where you...
Of course. I was having dinner with my son. It's a very Ha!
No. I just like to get the full picture of who was where, when...
Oh, good.
Do you have...
Yes, we do.
Do you mind if I...
Of course, of course. It will take about a day to get the right footage.
Right. Thank you, Judge. Also, I thought you should know there's a car parked outside and...
Huh, you don't say.
It's dusty.
Saan yung ano? Saan yung CCTV?
Yes?
Do you have a...
No, sorry.
Did you... Sorry. Whoever broke in entered the evidence room without actually having to break any...
I told the judge to lock that door. And considering how lax security is around...
See you later.
Can I help?
Right. Thank you, Judge.
Huh, you don't say.
Yung anak niya.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Saan tayo makapunta? Yung anak niya. So, isa na lang.
Hello?
Is this Damien Faulkner?
Yeah? Who is that?
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm a private investigator currently working the Hathorne House case on behalf of Judge Danforth. Do you mind if I take up a minute of your time?
Go ahead.
Just wanted to follow up on some statements.
Statements made by who?
Tegan Perry,
Yes?
your girlfriend.
Right.
Where were you?
Sorry, but were these statements given to the police?
No. They were given to me, willingly.
Yeah, sorry. I work for Alicia, and I've learned to make sure that when you're being questioned, you always have a lawyer present. I don't want to sound like I'm guilty or complicit, I just know my rights. But you sound trustworthy.
Oh, thanks.
I've interned for her for a while, but She doesn't really pay attention. I listen to her on the phone. A lot. Anyways, I was with Tegan on the night of the movie.
Yeah.
Watched the movie.
Okay.
Honestly, couldn't tell you. Tegan thing. You know, they're always some kind of vampire drama, apocalyptic teenage angst. I'm into hard sci-fi.
Oh.
Anything else?
No.
Yep.
Eh, mali! Ba't ko tinawagan si Joe Hardy?
Hi. If you're hearing this, that means I can't come to the phone right now. Sorry. But
Tegan, I was able to rule out some.
You need to come here, quickly. Something's happened.
I'll be right there.
What happened? We know the truth.
What happened?
Pari.
How did it come to this?
Sorry, Ned. Come on, let's get inside.
Here, eat pancakes.
Can't use that here.
Uy.
So I didn't tell you everything. You know, it's just been really hard.
It's okay.
When I started working at the museum, I was curious about our town's history. Because I think history is the most important thing. Santayana said, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Right?
Of course.
Well, I found out something about my family. We changed our name. We used to be Paris.
Okay.
Samuel Paris and his daughter Betty were the first accusers of witches. They were directly responsible for the execution of numerous people. And they are part of my family.
Oh. But you're the
head of the AW organization. My family helped murder their ancestors. Which is why I've never told anybody, and now everyone knows.
Why do you think anyone would do this?
I don't know. Maybe it's someone else who wants the Hathorn house. No one in AW is going to trust me after this. And the evidence is gone. All of this for nothing.
It's going to be okay, Tegan. We'll figure it out.
So what will happen?
Hey guys, can you give me an update?
Ayoko.
Hey guys, can you give me an update?
Nancy, I have missed talking to you. I need some rationality in my life.
Complaining about rationality is inherently irrational.
Right. What's going on? Everything okay?
Not really. I'm at the Perry house. Someone vandalized it with graffiti.
Really?
Turns out the Perrys are descendants of the Paris family. A family who was responsible for sending some of the accused witches to their deaths.
Wow, doesn't she run that justice group, Accused Witches?
Exactly. Explains why she's so dedicated to the cause. She knew and was trying to make things right, I guess.
So, someone is trying to embarrass the Perrys. Means our suspect is still in town.
Looks like. Have you found anything?
Nope. Nothing here. It's been dead quiet. It's a joke. We're, in a cemetery.
If you have to explain it, it's not a joke.
I get it. Listen, things are a little tense here, so I'm gonna stay with Tegan. Can you update me if you find anything, please?
No problem, partner. Western joke. I mean, we haven't really discussed the whole detective partnership thing yet, so...
Frank, not a good time.
Right. Talk soon.
If you're done being awkward, I could use your help.
What? I'm not awkward.
Whatever you say, partner.
Let's finish our search and get out of here, okay?
Sure, but don't rush. We're here to prove the existence of ghosts. That requires steady patience.
And steady equipment. Speaking of which, how are we doing on that front?
All set. I'll use the antenna to search for suspicious cold spots while you move around with the Ghost Wavelength Spectral Analyzer 2.5 and look for disturbances from the other side.
The spectral analyzer? Anyway, are you sure it actually works?
Of course. I built it myself. The device has a top-of-the-line scanner that can detect any disturbances. It might not have found anything yet, but you have to stay optimistic about these things.
And I guess this ghost hunting notebook is homemade too?
Thoroughly researched. But yes, it is.
Grabe, maghahunt talaga ng ghost. Ayoko. Ayoko muna. And I think... Uy, hindi ako nagsisave. Buti na lang may autosave. Okay. Ayoko na. Gusto ko na siya gawin ng may iniwalag pa. Or may kasama ko. Anyways, ayun. I think that's all muna for tonight. Next Saturday or next Saturday ulit. Kapag may kasama na ako sa ayun, so, ayun. Thank you sa mga nag-drop by and tumambay. See you next stream. Good night.